Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I was just thinking, I make all these fun videos of biking and car and shopping and eating, but there's so much more I have to share with you guys. My whole journey to move to the USA, my corporate life, my life as a dad of two grown-up kids, 9 and 16, a husband, a son, my parents in India, what role do I play? I started thinking that maybe I need to take this to a next level. Not every video, but at least once a month I want to make a video titled Hard Talk. Hard Talk is a common video name, but I thought of it. And Hard Talk because it will be serious, it will be one-on-one with you and the camera, and I may include Karishma as well. But I want to get into some serious topics like finances, settling in the US, visas, life in the US, how do you take, the decision to move here, medical cost of living in terms of cars, buying houses, everything. A lot of Indians keep asking me, how did I move here? What do I do? We'll talk on some of those topics too. But I want to keep this video maybe once a month or twice a month because it's going to be a monologue. If you're here for B-roll or to see the bikes or the Tesla, you may have to skip a video like this. But I think a lot of students, a lot of youngsters want to know my journey and struggles. We took 11 years to get to the US, and it was 2 stints. The first stint was in Louisville, Kentucky, where I moved on an L1 visa. I'm sharing everything black and white with you guys. I moved on an L1 visa in 2009 till 2012, then got transferred back to India. 2012, 2015, we worked in India. And 2015, Karishma got a L1 visa and we moved here, and now we on a green card. So green card also took 3 years, which is fast to some people, but to us it felt long. 3 years is a long time because we had even interview. There's a new phase in the green card where you have to get interviewed by the government. It's good. The interview is fun. They asked Darren a lot of questions too. So guys, let me know, how we moved here, what steps we took, how much money you need in your bank before moving to the US, what are the pros and cons as you move, as you land here, what you have to do, the visa, the green card, the passports, the social security, the medical insurance. It's crazy setting up bank balances, setting up bank accounts. You have to do so much when you move here, and we are doing it for the past 11 years, so we have some experience. I know a lot of my friends have moved to the US 30 years ago, so they must be laughing when they see these videos. But this video is not for you guys who've been here 30, 40 years. It is for my young subscribers in India who want to know that if they move to the US, how can they make it work? How do you seal the deal? If you move here for good, how do you seal the deal so that after 2 years you're not told to get lost back to wherever you've come from? If you want to live and work and have your life in the USA, what do you have to do? I don't have all the answers, but I will share my perspective and experience. And it's just not about coming here. You may come here, you may have a job, you may have the visa for 2 years or 3 years or whatever visa you have. When you come here, how do you secure your future? You may enjoy your time here, making friends, going around, exploring the city, exploring the country. That's fine, but the back of your mind, you need to have that vision like my wife and I had, that okay, if you want to live in this country, you have to not lose that focus. You have to make sure your goal is met, whether it takes 3 years, 5 years. Enjoy your holidays, enjoy your life, enjoy your time with family, explore the country, get to know the culture, get to know the food, get to know the finance, what you need for this country. But at the same time, don't forget your vision. If your vision is to secure your family's life here and to secure their career here, you have to work even harder. If you're just moving here for 3 to 5 years to enjoy and go back to India, go back to your parent company, then that choice is yours as well. You can decide. It is also very important that if you are moving to a country, whether it's UK, Australia, India, wherever, I would suggest you visit that country as a holiday first or on a work trip for at least 2 to 3 weeks. Now, we moved to the US in 2009, but actually 2007, I moved to Amherst in New York, Buffalo. For 3 weeks, I was there on a project, and that's when I really said, okay, can I do this life? I would talk to the person I was working with, I would talk to colleagues over there, ask them about life, ask them about the rent cost, ask them about expenses, ask them how much salary you need to live properly. All that research I did in 2007. And then 2009, we said, okay, we got an opportunity, let's do it. So when you have kids, we moved when we had Darren with us. Darren was very young, 2009, he was just 7 years old. So with a kid, you have responsibilities more than just, yourself moving with 2 bags. With a kid and family, you move there, a lot of things to keep in mind. So if you're married, if you have kids and you want to move here, you have to think through much, much more, because education is questionable. You have to find the right schools. You have to ensure the school is in the top ranked schools of your city. You may be in a city or a district where the schools are not good and you cannot afford private schools. So you have to keep the education in mind. The culture that the kid is getting into. Your kid may be getting into a school where the people are very different in a race or culture kind of background. They may be way ahead advanced in terms of what they talk, what they look at on social media. Your kid has to be acclimatized. So some of these things, it's tough for the kids in the beginning, especially if your kid is 5 to 10 years range. They're being in their formative years. They have to be, they have to get used to the city or the place that they move to. You'll be busy in your work. Your wife will be busy at home, or vice versa. The kids are at school. You have to ensure they settle in well. Trust me, guys, the paperwork and the tamasha that we've gone through these past 11 years is not a joke. We've renewed like 6-7 visas. We've done L1A, we've done L2, we've done renewals of all of those. We've done the green card paperwork. We've done the interviews. I can share many videos about all that. We've gone through it all in these 11 years, and we're still going through it, because after a few years it'll be citizenship stuff if we want to be citizens. So it never ends. They bring you to the US legally, but when you're here legally, the paperwork and the formalities are tremendous. Even to get a license, it is not easy. To do my bike license, it was such a pain. I had a bike license in India from age of 18, and when I came here, I was 34 when I moved to the US, and I bought a bike in Louisville, and again I had to run around for the motorcycle license, because driving car license you get easily. You can use your Indian license for some time, they're fine. When you go to buy a motorcycle license, it's just one example I'm giving of how, okay, you have a bike in India, you want to ride a bike here, you want to continue your passion, how the struggle is to get one license just for a motorcycle. And that's just license. Now, there are many other things you need, like school related documents, medical related documents, everything. For the green card, we had a medical test. It goes on and on. That's why when some people move here illegally across the borders, I feel cheated, because, we moved here legally. We are legal, lawful, permanent residents. And we moved with all the hard work, with the education, with the jobs, with the paperwork. So yes, it is not easy. You have to move here with a big vision that, okay, if I move, I'm willing to do all of this. And the US is not cheap, okay? You may think houses are cheap, cars are cheap. That is just superficial, boss. If you go to buy groceries, and the same groceries you buy in India for whatever 1,000, 2,000 rupees, here you'll pay $200. So for a family of 4, I'm not trying to scare you. You can buy cheaper groceries also, but buying even groceries here is expensive. If you buy a sock, if you buy a shoe, you convert it to rupees, it's not cheap, it's expensive. So remember, you may think cars and house is cheap. House is not cheap too. Where I live in Fort Lee, the house I want is $2 million. It's not cheap. So we have to plan as per that. So guys, there are so many things I can talk about, and if you're not happy with my monotone, I'm only going to do this video once a month maybe. I'll make many topics. I think the next one will be about kids and school or something else. Let's see, I'm not sure. Or maybe the work related stuff in the US, cultural differences, working in India versus working in US. It's very different. We used to leave work in the US at 5, 6 o'clock, you're done with work. In India, my work would go on till 7, 8, 9 at times. My wife would come home at 10 in the night. So it's very different here, but you have to work hard, work early in the morning, start 8 in the morning, 7:30 in the morning. So I know in India, my job, we would start work by 9:30, 10. Here it's different. You start early in the morning. I will also make a hard talk video on the whole do-it-yourself stuff. You have to do everything yourself. You have to clean yourself, you have to cook, you have to manage your house, you have to take care of everything yourself, but there is a system and a process. If you like doing those things, it's very easy. My wife and I love to clean, cook. We don't depend on any maids or cleaning lady. We had one cleaning lady, but she had to leave. But no driver, nothing. You have to drive your own car, which is also pleasurable because it's a good car, the roads are good. So you have to do it yourself. If you're rich in a country like India, you would have 3-4 maids and 2 drivers. That's all bullshit. Get real, come and do it yourself. If your flush tank breaks, you have to repair it yourself. If something gets spoiled in your house, you have to do it yourself or go to YouTube and learn how to do it. And that's what I love about this country. You're hands-on. You don't sit on your chair, sit back and relax while someone else does your crap. You do it yourself, and I love that about it. Okay guys, this was just a touch of what I'm going to get into in this video series. So if I have not bored you as yet, please hit the subscribe button. I will be very open and honest on a lot of topics, and I will say it black and white. You're not going to get a fuzzy version from me. You're going to get it real as I've experienced it. So if you feel you want to hear what this guy has to say, please like and subscribe. And if you're not into the hard talk, serious talk videos, you can enjoy some of my other videos on the channel. Please like, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed this small start video of the hard talk series. See you on the next one. Thanks. Take care. Bye.